Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my vegetable sauce that we use to eat anything. Anything from potatoes, rice. You can just actually eat this vegetable with anything of your choice, okay? So you go ahead and bring out your boneless chicken, cut it up in a little cubes like this, small sections, so they can have little bites of it, and go ahead and put it in a bowl. So after you put it in a bowl, go ahead and add a little bit of turmeric powder, just a little bit. Go ahead and add you some garlic powder. And then go ahead and put some salt, your Himalayan salt, okay? All right, so that's about it. So now I'm going to use my hands. My hands are clean, and mix it all up so that it can soak inside the meat. And after you're done with that, just leave the meat aside to marinate for about 5 to 10 minutes or any time of your choice. So I have it. I'm going to leave it to marinate now. All right, so go ahead and put your chicken that you already marinated inside the bake pan. I aligned my bake pan with wash sheet on bleach wash sheet because I don't use foil anymore because it's toxic to your health, and definitely don't want to use it for my children. Turn on your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit and pop it in there for about 20 minutes to bake. So I don't like to bake it really dry. I like to bake it to be still a little soft for my kids to be able to bite and get some juice out of it. So let's cover the oven. All right, it's been about 20 minutes, so let's check the chicken. As you can see, it's fully cooked. I'm going to go ahead and take it out. All right, so if you take a look, you can see it's well done. So I don't like to dry it too much because I still want it to be juicy for my kids. So this is how it looks. Really nice and tasty. So this is what we are going to need to make this vegetable sauce. We are going to need, of course, your chopped sweet bell pepper, okay? Make sure you just chop it little by little like this. So you wash it, you take out the seeds, and you slice it up little by little like this. We are going to be using the mushroom. So everything I'm using here is organic. The mushroom, I like to use this kind of mushroom because mushroom has water in it. So when you start to fry them up, it's gonna produce some water. So I like to use this kind of mushroom because it has less water in it. I have my chopped spinach. I have my chopped onions and garlic. And then, of course, the chicken that we baked in the oven. And of course, you will be needing your olive oil to fry. And then salt to taste. I don't put any hot pepper in this. When I make it for my son, I do put hot pepper. But for my kids, they don't like pepper, so I don't put any pepper for them. To start making your sauce, you put your pot on the stove and make sure the pot is dry of water. This is also the A.K.A. that I reviewed on my channel on my previous videos. So I love these pots. So if you want to know how I reviewed them and what I said about it, please make sure you watch the video on the A.K.A. It's holding up pretty well and it is so good. And the good thing about it is toxic free. Add your olive oil. So I'm going to add enough to help me fry it. Okay, so about this much is okay. So just guess how much you use to fry the vegetables that you're going to use to make the sauce. And then let your oil heat up. When you start to see a little bit of flame coming up, then you can go ahead and start adding your vegetables. All right, so our oil is hot, so let's go ahead and add our onions. So put your onion and the garlic together so that you can saute them. Once your onions is sauteed, it will start to brown up. So let's go ahead and add our red pepper. So I don't pour it in there. I just take it little by little and add it because you don't want to add water inside it. So go ahead and put it in little by little with your hand. Make sure your hand is all clean. You finish adding it, go ahead and turn. I have a lot of red pepper inside because I like to make this sauce every 2 weeks for my kids. I send them to school with food, so I like to make sure that I have enough for 2 weeks. Fry for about 10 to 15 minutes. So go ahead and stir it. So this is a very good pot. As you can see, it's not burning anything. Okay, if you have a pot that is not good, make sure that you're turning this often so that it doesn't burn. Okay, so you can see that all that pepper that I have in there is small now because they have fried well enough. Okay, so what we are going to do, if you use a lot of red pepper, just make sure that you leave it for some time so that the water can dry off a little bit. Okay, so now the red pepper is fried up. We're going to go ahead and add our mushroom. As you can see, I have the mushroom in this silver so that it can save any fluid that is also retained in it after washing it. So let's go ahead and add the mushroom inside the sauce. And what I do with the mushroom is when I grab it, I make sure that I squeeze it. Do you see water? That's what I squeeze. If not, you're gonna have a lot of water in the sauce. So you see me, I squeeze it. You see how much water is coming? So that's what I'm gonna do throughout before I put it in here. So make sure that you squeeze the mushroom so that the water will come out, okay? All right, as you can see, I've finished adding the mushroom inside the sauce. Look at the fluid that came out of the mushroom. Just take a look. You see that fluid? All that water came out from the mushroom. So if you don't squeeze it out, you're going to end up having it in the sauce. This mushroom is so good. It gives this sauce a very nice taste, and trust me, you don't want to miss adding mushroom to this sauce unless you're allergic to mushroom. But this sauce needs the mushroom, and oh my god, like, you guys will love this sauce. This is a go-to sauce in my household. I used to be someone that made stew all the time, but this is what I used to eat everything now. So I use it to eat yam, I use it to eat potatoes, I use it to eat sweet yam, I use it to eat rice, I use it for spaghetti, I use it for everything, and I can't wait for you guys to try it and let me know what you think. Remember, if you put a lot of red pepper, make sure you allow the red pepper to really fry and the water to dry before you go ahead and add your mushroom. So we're going to cover it and let it cook a little bit before we add our chicken. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and turn our sauce. And then now we're going to go ahead and add our grilled chicken. So I did not dry the chicken that much because I still like it to be juicy and soft for my kids. If I was making the sauce for myself, we would dry the chicken more so that it's a little strong, because we have African teeth, right? The kids don't have African teeth, but we do have African teeth, so we like the chicken really dry. All right, guys, let's go ahead and stir. All right, so our sauce is almost done. We're going to go ahead and test for salt. So let me test it for salt. It needs a little bit salt, so I'm going to add the vegetable and then add sauce to it. So go ahead and add your vegetable, which is the spinach. Which is the spinach that you cut up. This is going to also add a little bit of water to the sauce. And then go ahead and turn, okay? Go ahead and mix it all up in the sauce. You see the pot is not even burning at all. So we go ahead and mix up the sauce very well. And let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. So now we finish adding our spinach. We're going to add a little bit salt, because remember I told you you needed a little bit salt. So you go ahead and add your salt. So I know as much as to add, and then turn it. The vegetable cook just for about 2 to 3 minutes, but we're going to test it to make sure there's enough salt in it. So good, like, oh my gosh. I love to add fresh hot pepper to it, but because it's my kids, I'm not going to add it. So if you're making it, don't forget to add a little spicy hot pepper if you like pepper, and it is going to be yummy. Yum, so delicious. All right guys, our sauce is well cooked. Beautiful, delicious, healthy sauce that you can use to eat anything: pasta, beans, rice, yam, sweet yam, sweet potato. I mean, this sauce is the best. Try it if you're really trying to eat healthy, and let me know what you think. You can even use it to make Indomie noodles as well. So this is the best sauce, and I am so happy that I was able to share this sauce with you guys. So let me know if you try it and what you think about
Much
it.
for watching. Please remember to subscribe by clicking on the subscription button. Share, like, and comment, and let me know what you think when you try this healthy recipe.
See you on my next video. Remain blessed.